superior beings, greetings supreme being, welcome to Universal Peace Television. So, greetings superior beings, greetings supreme being, welcome to Universal Peace Television. That's the second time, for fun. Well, I'm really broadcasting here. Oh yeah, well, I can show you all the connection. I'm actually browsing some stuff, and I thought it might be interesting if me and my dad have these centipedes in our body. And the doctor misdiagnosed me, apparently deliberately, because if people show a centipede that they caught in the UMC hospital, then it's clear that the patient is not suffering from delusional parasitosis. If they catch a real insect, then it cannot be a hallucination. So, and the other thing was, well, I've been browsing a bit. I got the idea after watching this movie. Oops, wrong one. The mind's eye, about telekinetic powers which may not exist in reality. It may all be HARP, wireless energy technology, and soon they'll be able, or perhaps they're already capable of time travel, cloaking, and other things that they keep hidden, like their synthetic telepathy technology, which is not permissible in court, evidence gathered with that technology, so they can surreptitiously, illegally spy on everybody without a warrant. That's why they want to keep this technology secret for their own benefits. And this technology has existed since 1974. That's the Malech patent. I've also covered this in previous broadcasts. Anyway, the doctor Arnold Kater works for CEITEC, or DCS connections to them. And CEITEC produces or works with nanotechnology. I'm still learning or trying to find out if they could have anything to do with these hybrid insect microelectric mechanical systems that they've shown me they control. These are hybrid insects, lithobius forficatus centipedes, with possible nanotechnology in its body. I've caught one of them. I still have it somewhere hidden in a safe place. It's like the Matrix, Neo in the Matrix, basically. I'm comparable to Neo, and that's wonderful. So this is the doctor, a friend also of a friend of mine, Jackie Polak. I knew him from school, and here he stands near the CEITEC plate. Professor, works at the AMC hospital, where I was locked up and forcibly treated against my will for a while. Oh yeah. So then I searched on, let's see, CEITEC and Department of Defense first, and then on CEITEC and nanotechnology. Perhaps it's best if I just go through what I found. CEITEC, this is the CEITEC.eu website, Central European Institute of Technology, Czech Republic. Advanced Nanotechnologies and Microtechnologies Research Program Coordinator Tomás Sicola, or I don't know how to pronounce the S with the accent on it. Program description, main goals. And Mr. Tomás Sicola, oh yeah, and then I searched on him and on Department of Defense, and then I found this, for example, Editor-in-Chief, Editorial Board. But this is no connection, so I haven't. There was some connection with what was AIMT. Anyway, there can definitely be a connection. I found something, but I was still browsing, and I thought just start the broadcast and see what happens. So actually I'm just browsing if I can find any link between CEITEC, Central European Institute of Technology, and Department of Defense. Anyway, they've shown me they control these critters, so I know they are remotely controlled, and with synthetic telepathy that is easy, of course. And perhaps I'm just kidding to have a new show, you know, so I get some more viewers. I get more viewers every day. The truth. So it doesn't always have to be about something. My mere presence should be enough for these viewers to crawl up to their YouTube screens and start watching intensely and listening, opening their eyes in their third eye, connecting with me for universal peace. Let's see if I can make the screen bigger for myself. I'm wearing my awesomer new watch. I forgot where I bought it. I may be able to look it up. Not in my links. Anyway, it was a discount in the Netherlands somewhere in a store, and I bought the last one. And I'm a watch collector, so I usually take it with me because it's super cool. It's my awesomest piece, I think, from my collection. Really super awesome. So, I've warned in my previous broadcast about insects as what you should know to protect yourself and your family. Get mesh in front of the windows against their GMO and other remotely controlled hybrid insects. They are definitely depopulating the earth. As long as your cancer chemtrails continue, you can be certain about that. And even if they stop, you cannot be certain that they've stopped their illegal depopulation. So, let's see if I find any other interesting information. So these people might not know anything about DARPA's hybrid insects, but somewhere there might be a connection, because the connection is definitely nanotechnology. Authors thank DARPA for partial funding of this research. Thomas Sikola, for example, is just one of these names. We can read part of this. But like I said in my previous broadcast, I doubt if they need chips inside of the body of the centipede to be able to remotely control it, because it's described in the Maleg patent apparatus for remotely monitoring and altering brain waves, that they can also do this remotely control of centipedes and human brain waves with their brain or mind control machine, with synthetic telepathy, aka also known as remote neural monitoring. And since 1974 they have had that ability to remotely alter people's brainwaves. So that means whatever they think in their own inner voice, because that's Project Immortality, it can simulate any human. The neural network, I mean. So let's read this then. This one. I have to get used to my new computer. Oh yeah, my hard drive is not working anymore. So the problem was with the Windows Anniversary update, not the Millennium update. And lots of people had that problem, and now my whole SSD drive is gone basically. The first Windows directory was missing from it, and now it's not working anymore, so I'm without the SSD. But I might do another broadcast on that, how they have erased the best of my writings and other stuff. And to get a fair trial, you can always kill someone after torturing you with directed energy. Kill one of their people, you know, and then they're bound to give you a trial, whether it's fair or not. But if the judge is controlled with synthetic telepathy, it's doubtful if you want a trial. So I just want these critters out of my father's body. And other people have contacted me, so perhaps I'm doing this broadcast for them. But anyway, I offer 150 euros for whoever can come up with the centipedes eigenfrequenz or a way to get them out of my and my father's body. And the eigenfrequenz can be found easily with a frequency sweep generator, freeware, like the visual analyzer. I don't have it on my taskbar at the moment, it's the way I used to look up the name. And with the visual analyzer you can do a frequency sweep, you can also use it as an oscilloscope. And then you have to catch the Lithobius forficatus, which are also crawling here in the backyard in Meidrecht, for example, in the Netherlands, in England, in Germany, and also in the US. You can find them. And if they've planned some kind of global depopulation with these critters, then they might be in other places as well. But I doubt that. Usually they try to work inconspicuously, and they come up with stuff they can get away with to depopulate the Earth. Like the cancer chemtrails, that's Project Cloverleaf. Before 1998 there were no cancer chemtrails. So that's how we know for sure they are not contrails, because they are not visible on pictures and video before 98, before Project Cloverleaf started. So we know certain people are lying about this for some reason. But of course they can always pretend they didn't know. We haben es nicht gewusst. Never mind 1 in 2 Americans walking around with cancer and the birds falling from the sky by the thousands. And the fact that the Earth's warmth is contained between the clouds and the Earth, it's bounced, and there's less rain because the cancer-causing barium contains the water better, so then you can get moisture air, and during the summertime it can be annoying as well. And every weekend may be ruined by the cancer chemtrails for the working class people. By the pedo-elites that have tortured my teeth out of my mouth and my mother to death with their FIPA array in Poker Flat, Alaska. That's frequency independent phased array antenna. So let's read this thing for fun.
Advanced Nanotechnologies and Marker Technologies. Research Program Coordinator, Researcher ID Professor Tomasz Shikola. Phone, +420 54114 2707. Email, tomaszikola@CEITEC.vutbr.cz. Office, Technica 2896/2, Renault, 61600. Program Description. The research is focused on the area of nanotechnologies covering materials and structures to be exploited in nanoelectronic and nanophotonic applications. The research involves the preparation, characterization and analysis of the properties of nanostructures, enabling active application of principles, which determine unique and specific properties of nanostructures. Attention will be paid to the research of 2D/OD nanostructures produced by lithographic, top-down, methods and self-organizing, bottom-up, methods. The research will consider semiconductor nanostructures, magnetic and metallic nanostructures, nanotubes and nanofibers, supramolecules and nanoelectronic material on the edge of Moore's law, etc. Main goals. The principal goal of this program is to develop methods for the creation of nanostructures, to learn their unique properties and to utilize them in electronics, optoelectronics and photonics. To meet this goal, shared cleanroom laboratories equipped with planar technologies and the state-of-the-art diagnostic techniques will be built. Such a facility will be at the disposal not only for research groups from CEITEC but for external groups from academic institutions and industry as well. In this way it will contribute to the widening of cooperation on application subjects within the Czech Republic and Central European region. Nanostructure, NAN. STR. KTJ. Noun, plural noun, nanostructures, a structure, especially a semiconductor device, that has dimensions of only a few nanometers.
So to show you the information on Nano DARPA Fly, I go to the updated, more or less new universal peace.jimdo.com. We demand universal peace now for the taxpayers. We need a permanent cure against aging, a perfect society to bestow maximum fulfillment upon all humans and all animals. It's the most logical goal. I think most people can agree on this. And they don't want to pay loads of money for wars and fake space travel while the parents are dying and stuff. And they themselves don't want to die either. Most of us do not want to die because of evolution, which has shaped things. It's the process abiogenesis, the generation of life from matter. My abiogenesis article is covered in my previous broadcasts. So the Big Bang was about 4 billion years ago, or 3 billion. Anyway, a long time ago, while the first humans were around like 3.5 million years ago, descendants of Lucy and hominids, and we're all descendants of the Lucy and the hominids, monkey people basically. And we are basically one-celled organisms. We all were sperm cells, of course, and we have evolved from one-celled organisms into what we are today. That's abiogenesis, basically. My numbers, well, I might have to look up my article, but for now I wanted to look up some links. Okay, the link to drnowordpress.com is on here. That's a good one. But this doesn't have the link to 999 Prologic either. I should put it on there. Sorry. Prologic999.wordpress.com. got it. Okay. Of course not .wordpress, but blog2blog.nl is number 2. 999 prologic 999.blog2blog.nl, and that has stuff on the DARPA nanofly. Some stuff is not that easy to read, and this may be more important. Cancer cell phone radiation damages. People that use that cancer cell phone for over 90 seconds have lumping red blood cells, a reproducible test you can do at home. It's a symptom known to doctors as rouleau, increasing your cancer risk, and of course it's not healthy when you have these what they call rolls of coins. The money they make is obvious with this cancer cell phone technology, cancer cell phones, but depopulation is more hidden, of course. And the DNA damage. Hall 1988, DNA strand breaks caused by various types of radiation. The principle of ionizing and non-ionizing radiation is the same, and both are next to each other on the electromagnetic spectrum. But I was going to show you the nanofly made by DARPA. I used to call myself Uri for a while, but now it's Ulrich or Rico at the moment, but I can change my name anytime I want to, of course, like everybody else. So let's read that part about the fucking nanofly.
Nanofly part. Uri is against the creation of a cyborg unless the person or animal used gave permission. Since animals cannot talk, Uri is against producing the nanofly, developed at the Berkeley campus of the University of California. Built-in self-destruct mechanism, please, or make an infertile breed. This is what Uri found on the web, searched on nano-fly and microbot with Google. The original article on the nanofly disappeared, so someone is trying to hide the info from the public. MIT says an army of nanowalkers, microbots, will be performing subatomic operations within 3 months. The development signals a new era in technology as industry prepares to move down, between brackets, from genomes to atoms. Weapons of mass construction, described by their inventors as a bunch of fly-dancing bar stools. The first microbot assembly line is only one of many such initiatives. Literally dozens of university and corporate labs are in a race for nanotech's holy grail, molecular self-assembly. Financial backing for the leading MIT venture has come exclusively from the non-profit Saver Institute in Los Angeles. Around the world, however, much of the funding for the high-risk research is coming from defense establishments and or earmarked national nanotechnology initiatives. Another project, at UC Berkeley, Berkeley campus of the University of California, is developing a minuscule flying machine modeled after the lowly blowfly, Califora. Begun in 1998 and funded by the U.S. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, and the...
What I wanted to say is MIT also lie about the effectiveness of aluminum foil. Aluminum foil shields cancer cell phone radiation, aka microwaves, and you can easily reproduce this test at home, and I've made a video about this showing that cell phone radiation, cancer cell phone radiation microwaves are blocked by aluminum foil. GSM with a factor 100 and UMTS with a factor G 300 because it's a higher frequency, and it's a good idea to put it on the side the damaging cancer cell phone radiation is coming from. And directed energy weapon torch is done with wireless energy aka scalar waves in reality. And they've also done the dental torture to another person, Timothy Trespass, another audio engineer. He made a song also. Pretty good, pretty neat. Nice. Aisha also, great song, nice. Aisha Serkioglu, one of my previous girlfriends. Love and peace to you, and also to Hilde Viator. They're awesome women. Okay. I was turning off my mic, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but let's see if I can turn on the display capture. Wow. Oh yeah, we're gonna continue the article.
U.S. Office of Naval Research, the nano-fly is intended to match the light-footed bar stools on the ground and undertake reconnaissance missions in the air as well. The U.S. Defense Department is a major investor in nanotechnology, with publicly disclosed expenditures of $180 million in 2002. Question posed on Gray.com. What does a healthy cell know about cancer that we don't? A. Nothing, because a cell does not have a brain. bcnewscientist.com. Cannabis cured cancer patients, entities. See pictures of the beast on www.od.co.uk. The beast is called a supercomputer. Beast is just a nickname. To produce voices directly into the skull of a victim, William T. Clark patent. To remotely scan someone's brain waves, Moralization patent. End of nano-fly part. From http://www.letroll911.org, one of the biggest backbones unit, is based in Reston, Virginia. Right down the road is DARPA, Carlyle Group, CIA headquarters, and so much more. Dear Zapatopi.net Testimonial Manager, first of all, thanks for making such a nice site. The AFDB site is great. It saved my life. My testimony.
So here we have another web link, universecreator.weebly.com. The other one was universalpeace.jimdo.com. And then there's 999 prologic 999prologic999.blog2blog.nl. I better write this down. And the other one is, of course, drno.wordpress.com. This is my original Access for All.nl web page where it started basically. This is the door of an orange cell I was locked up in all day. Verblijfsruimtecel. SPOR in Amsterdam. But that's a long time ago. Back then I also felt I had to warn the world, and I had great big Bose 901 speaker, so every time I thought there was something important, well, it's too loud, you know. But after a while I started producing noise below a certain dB level. And I think that there should be a dB level, maximum dB level, that people may also produce with all the equipment they have. But I'm surprised how little noise they make and how little they photograph with all these wonderful cameras they have at home. They have better things to do apparently. Could it be healing sex or whatever? Single women are welcome for free shiatsu hand massage. Single ladies and foot massage if I really like you. You watch a movie or whatever. World Peace Agreement I also wrote to the Dutch king, and after that my computer was stolen in the Tweede van Swindestraat. I had an Audigy card, sound card. And the reply of the person that wrote for the king of the Netherlands, basically. I know there's lots of spaces between every line. That's weird. What the fuck is it? Let's see. Are there any pictures? Possible nano ant with chips in its body. Hybrid insect caught in Amsterdam on 7th floor. That was in the Balmoral where the El Al plane crashed. So this was one of the ends in trying to recall the name of the place. Hakford in Amsterdam, where I lived for a while on the 7th floor, apparently. Well, it didn't really look like suburbia, or what do you call the ghetto? In the ghetto, where they all shoot up and they all get drunk and they fall down to the floor in the ghetto. Okay. So I'm gonna pick another pipe. I'm not dead yet. I have an awesome new pipe. These are so cool. Let's show the people what we're talking about here. This briar with a real bamboo stem, so this is bamboo. Okay. ASMR. So okay, let's put this in here. This is annoying. The stem is pretty long, which is better. For several reasons, supposedly. Of course, I could take the stem out quite easily, but shouldn't I place my microphone on the other side? Take it down the other side. Take it down the other side. Oh, it was take me down. Sorry. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. Okay. Yeah. So it's nanotech here, nanotech there, nanotech is everywhere. Nanotech. So let me know what you all think about this. Please Skype ProLogic999 on this YouTube channel. You can hear what I'm saying now. Universal peace rules. Yeah, I hate wars. We also hate being blown up ourselves, smithereens, and being shot and being tortured. Ugh. People don't like it. So that's one of the ways they are controlled by the evil people, the most evil ones. Skeletor and He-Man are the evil ones. And Superman or Batman are the good ones. To explain everything. What about the Punisher? Well, I don't know anything about the Punisher, so then, I don't know. Though I'm all-knowing, of course, I have to pretend I just don't know what the Punisher is gonna do next. I have no idea. But I would suggest punishing the bad guys if you're gonna punish people, so that you create a better timeline for yourself that makes sense, not ruining it for yourselves as well. It's stupid. Bloody fucking stupid. It's retarded. Okay? So yeah, it's cool that I have all this nanotech and all my web links in here. Oh yeah, I was gonna write it down. Let's see what I wrote. Illegal interference with evidence of planned mass genocide by NSA, computer not restarting. It was 2016 99205 at night. Universal peace .gmail.com 999 Prologic 999 dot let's show how I'm typing it all out for you all for free. 999 Prologic 999 dot blog to blog dot nl Universe Creator with pretension there are three. Creator dot weebly.com and what else will you make me write? Of course, drno.wordpress.com, and then I can make another jingle out of it for Universal Peace.
universalpeace.jimdo.com.
universalpeace.jimdo.com.
WHO,
CDC,
WHO,
CDC,
WHO,
CDC did.
Don't let them touch you!
Well, I'm just randomly pushing some buttons. It's insane. And I'm packing another pipe. So I hope you all get to the bottom of this hybrid insects and shit. It sucks. I'd rather have sex than this, but it is a long pipe. So how are you all doing out there? Ah, okay. So then I have to show the lighting moment that they don't want me to show, of course. This one's also a bit, well, these shirts are a bit too big for me. I bought them a bit too big and the others. That's because I bought some others that were too small. Makes sense. So never give away your tricks. Then what about give it away, give it away, give it away now? Perhaps Houdini would have still been alive if he wouldn't have given away his tricks. I sense it's BS because they had no permanent cure against aging yet, and perhaps they still don't have one, so then we're all fucked. Must be sad then. Not to think about it, think about something else, something erotic perhaps, or something more fun, like shiatsu massage. So when I think of the US, and I do frequently, then I think of how the government doesn't represent the United States citizens. It's not a democracy because running for president takes a lot of money, plus the elections are rigged, also according to Donald Trump. And according to me, they do that with wireless energy, like the markets, stock markets, etc. So they can simply show you the number on the screen that they want you to see, basically, with wireless energy technology, completely independent of famous websites and Wall Street engineers or whatever. So they've had this synthetic telepathy technology since 1974. And slowly my hair on my head is growing. I don't know if you all can see it. It is about as long as the hair on the sides, but it's less. There's less of it on top of my head, probably because of the chemotherapy. But I've never been without hair, so it was another chemotherapy than Patrick Swayze got, who died of that also. And the problem with chemo is that it also kills the good cells, so that's why I need rife frequencies and healing things. So never go to a hospital, and I've covered in my previous broadcast 6 Jewish people that want to depopulate the earth. and also non-Jewish people. And a part of the Talmud that makes clear that a Jewish doctor may not cure a guy, a non-Jew. And I already played the "Don't Let Them Touch You" sample, so whatever. This is a Lacoste label pin, so. But the problem with the pins is you can better put a magnet on it, because otherwise you have the metal stuff, and of course it also damages your shirt if it's not a magnet. So lots of magnet buttons have to be made with magnets. I found one, Star Trek Next Generation, or something like that. I also have the other Star Trek. I have Tintin label pins. A whole set I won on eBay. I can show them also. Very cool. And one of a car that we used to have, a Honda. It was this one. So it's kind of hard to read. Just the 100 NX. Really nice sporty car. And the flashlight solar powered, cheap of eBay. So I also get some exercise. Oh wow, I found an awesomer pipe that I never use. But over there it's well protected. Looks quite a bit like my mother. But it's another chick. Looking pretty hot. Nice piece, also of eBay. It's a bit small. And the thing was, I had to adjust the plastic stem myself, because there was no hole in it basically. It was not, it wasn't usable. So it's still not very usable. I apparently had to make a hole here in the thing. I could check if it's usable now. this is better, longer stem and stuff like that. A better bow. So the other one is is more for show to look at than not to smoke. Perhaps this one is my awesomest. This is one of my awesomest. I have bigger ones, but this one I've also shown, I think, in previous broadcasts. Nice, huh? I smoked that one on holidays and festivities, my birthday and stuff, if I think about it. So I think it's also unnecessary animal suffering that is caused by implanting critters with chips, with microchips, nanochips. And that is completely unnecessary because of synthetic telepathy, as explained in the Malig patent. You know, it's a neural network, so it's only learning from its mistakes, unlike the humans. So it's only becoming better and faster. And probably they are already designing new neural networks with the fastest neural network. And programming it to create a permanent cure against aging and a perfect society in which we all will live happily eternally. If there are any better ideas, you can always Skype me on ProLogic999 on Skype. The pipe is working. And the watch I'm wearing is shown in other videos. And I was curious to know how many models, how many pieces of this model have been made. And also some other Casio models that I have. They used to have a number on there, but that didn't show number of produced either. No production number. And I thought it would be a good idea to put it on there. So I've been feeling kind of weak muscle, tired, and other than that, things are going reasonable. Found some good porn also. We can also watch porn together, we can do whatever you like. Of course, women are welcome to smoke some homegrown weed, for example, or to drink fruit juice aloe at the moment. it's pretty healing. I think that the mic is giving a lot of hum. I think it's better if I keep it closer to my mouth. I really have to talk into this to be clear, perhaps. I think previous time it was working better. So I advise everybody always to check out my previous broadcasts, always. So 150 euros if you can find the eigenfrequenz of the lithobius forficus centipede. And if it can be used to get them out of my father's body. Which I'm perhaps making up just to be isolated, so no one visits me. Who needs women? Nothing but a bitch and a hoe. Oladio, no, I'm kidding. It's single women are welcome. And I'm not making anything up. I really caught a centipede in the UMC hospital, and other people have contacted me that have also been misdiagnosed and that have centipedes in their body. So you can have sex, and as long as you don't sleep with me, you cannot contract centipedes, and I think she'd be safer off with me anyway. Because I would tell her to do a bug check and tell her about colloidal silver and all the other healing things that I've discovered in my journey to find a way to get these critters out of my and my father's body. They might be dead already. It's kind of hard to tell. They can also do attacks with FIPA, frequency independent phased array antenna. And in one of my broadcasts I was convinced that I don't have centipedes in my body, and that might be true, and I've given reasons why there cannot be centipedes in my body nor in your body, but doctors are convinced there are no centipedes after the colonoscopy, bronchoscopy, CT scan and a PET scan they've done in the AMC to me, to this guy, and I survived it, so that's pretty bad. Too hard to kill. So yeah, single ladies are welcome, single chicks. I'm just a man and I want sex like everybody else. So I think I've had it, I think that I've had it with this broadcast. I think that I don't like this nanotechnology, at least not hybrid insects. I like real insects, and I don't like it when people mess with them and put chips in their body, and I think it's inhumane. And that they're a lot smaller than big animals doesn't mean that they don't have a brain and they don't have feelings and stuff like that. So I'm against what they did to you if you are a hybrid insect microelectric mechanical system in my body, controlled by DARPA or the Department of Defense, with synthetic telepathy. And then you'd think what they make you think now. It can send you ideas in your own inner voice. It's Project Immortality. So more ponderings on this also in my previous broadcasts. Yeah, I think it's good to round it up here. Temporarily halt this broadcast for universal peace. Nobody's Skyping live in the broadcasts. You're not on the air. Sad. Okay. Yeah, it would be great if a single lady would visit me. Up here it can get quite lonely if it's me. So remember to do a bug check also. Check off behind mirrors and under radiator, etc. Places where these critters like to make a nest and reproduce. And many of them inside your body. You can see these videos on YouTube of the most horrible insects. These top 10s are usually pretty good. And what they can do to people. And millions of people die and get sick from mosquito bites, so that's another thing to prevent. And I think they are able to remotely control them as well, like their nano DARPA nano fly, modeled after the lowly blowfly, the Califora. So it's no miracle, it's not God, but D.O.D. And things are going reasonable at the moment, or not? And well, it's 2:38, so I am kind of tired, and I might go to bed. So I'm not gonna talk about the torture they've subjected me to. More about that in my previous broadcast. So just click on my name there on my channel, and it has all these videos. Please like and subscribe and make it viral, y'all. Peace. Over and out. Universal peace now. Oh yeah, don't let them touch you.